You're watching Eagle News America. I'm Thomas I. Likeness. Well, to mark International Women's Day, U.S. President Joe Biden has signed an executive order, and this will set up a White House Gender Policy Council. Standing by live in the nation's capital to tell us more, Eagle News correspondent Eliza Gonzalez-Manglicmat. Eliza, good evening.
Good Monday evening to you, Thomas, and a good Tuesday morning to our viewers on the other side of the globe. As the world celebrates International Women's Day, President Joe Biden does his part in recognizing the efforts and struggles of women globally, and particularly here in the United States. He did so by signing an executive order establishing the White House Gender Policy Council. In a statement, Biden says his administration is committed to honoring women by investing in their opportunity, security, and well-being. The president takes the opportunity on International Women's Day to celebrate the achievements, contributions, and progress of women and girls in the United States and around the globe. President Biden became part of women's history in the United States when he chose as his vice president Kamala Harris, who he says broke through a barrier that stood for more than 2 centuries. The White House also gives a nod to the role that women played during this pandemic. President Biden says women have played a critical, often outsized role in responding to the global coronavirus pandemic. They are our vaccine researchers and public health officials. They are our doctors and nurses. He further states elevating the status of women and girls globally is the right thing to do. According to the executive order, the White House Gender Policy Council that falls under the executive office will coordinate federal government efforts to advance gender equity and equality. Some policies and programs include fighting systemic biases and discrimination, including sexual harassment, and to support women's human rights, addressing wage and wealth gaps, combating gender stereotypes in education, promoting women in the STEM fields, promoting gender equity in leadership, and empowering girls. The order also instructs the council to create a national action plan to end gender-based violence. As people around the world raised their hand in a show of unity in celebrating women's achievements, President Biden's hand that put pen to paper hopefully would result in change that many women are hoping to see in their lifetime. In Washington, Eliza Gonzalez-Manglicmat, Eagle News. We live in interesting times. Back to you, Thomas.
You know, this is kind of fitting, too, on International Women's Day. President Biden nominating 2 women to lead U.S. military commands. Can you tell us a little more about these nominees?
Sure, Thomas. President Joe Biden today announced the nomination of 2 women to lead U.S. military commands who will be only the second and third women to hold such senior military positions in the United States. U.S. Air Force General Jacqueline Van Ovost, the only woman to have reached the rank of 4-star general, the military's highest, was nominated to head Transportation Command, or U.S. TRANSCOM. 3-star Army General Laura Richardson was nominated to lead Southern Command, or SOUTHCOM, which covers Central and Latin America. She will also receive her 4th star. Now, if the Senate confirms their nominations, then Van Ovost and Richardson will follow Lori Robinson, who was the first woman to helm a military command. She led Northern Command, or NORTHCOM, before retiring in 2018. Thomas?
And for International Women's Day, who would you like to give a shout out to, Eliza?
Well, I have 3 for today. They are women inventors. First is Margaret Knight, who invented the flat-bottom paper bag. Mary Anderson, she invented windshield wipers. And Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson, who invented call waiting and caller ID, which she said, Thomas, put an end to the good time brought by prank calling people.
We had so much fun making prank calls because nobody knew. That was
Can't do that now.
I misspent childhood there. Thank you for joining us, Eliza, and do stay safe.
You too, Thomas.
To Hawaii now.